Hey all, Heretic here with another Hearthstone Battlegrounds Player's Guide, and I'm here to bring you the information you need to help you win with Arch-Villain Rafaam. So get comfy and let's dive in. First, let's talk about their hero power. I'll take that. This costs 1 gold and reads, the next combat, add a plain copy of the first minion you kill to your hand. So what this means is if you kill a minion through either attacking or defending, you're going to get a plain copy of it. This gets you some really cool, fun things. If your opponents aren't paying attention, they load a spawn of Zoth up front. They're like, oh, it's only one. But what they don't realize is, the last 2 opponents have also had a spawn of Zoth up front because it's usually the first minion. Or it's easy to triple the early taunt because everyone's got the same ones sitting in the back just for tempo. And you're grabbing the 3rd copy from this. It's pretty awesome. It can be really impactful if you get a little luck. At the very least, it's economy. And if, hey, you see the whole lobby is turning, like recently we have seen Nagas were very powerful, and you're in a lobby where everyone is playing, in this example, Nagas, why not play Nagas? You're going to be stealing one every turn. It all depends on what your lobby's doing. If you happen to see a lobby that just happens to have 3 heroes that all want to play, Murlocs, guess what? You might want to play Murlocs just because you're going to probably be stealing one very often. Now, when it comes to tiering with Rafaam, that is very simple. Rafaam has his own curve. Rafaam curve has been around for a long time. A lot of heroes use it. It just works well with those 1-cost hero powers, and especially well with his. Roll with this, and typically with even a little bit of luck, you're going to be well rewarded for your trouble. Now, when it comes from any particular strategy or minions you're looking for, that's a little harder to say with Rafaam. He's more about a tempo hero. You're going to take what you can find stat-wise, and you're going to steal whatever someone gives you. So you really have to pay attention to what you're getting. If you have people who aren't paying attention and they're front-loading powerful things you want to steal that might give you a clear direction, why not? Have fun with it. Just they're going to give you the keys to the kingdom. You might as well go with it. This can definitely give you something to pivot to if you get lucky and just steal one particular minion that you shouldn't have or shouldn't be able to get early. And you're fighting the Galakron, and on the turn he's popped it's like turn 5 or 6. He's got a tier 6 minion on the board, and you steal it on your first swing. Enjoy the rest of your game. Have fun. Now, when it comes to countering Arch-Villain Rafaam, as long as you pay attention to when you're fighting him and you know what you have and what he's going for, you can do this a little easier. So it's a normal game of BGs, but you want to give him as little value as possible. Don't be the one that feeds him. Don't be the Bran who's using his Bran has a bumper. The first thing to get murdered because you're running Murlocs and you want to feed your revenge, but next thing you realize is, oops, you didn't realize you were fighting Rafaam and you just gave him a Bran early. That can hurt. So you really have to pay attention to when you're fighting him and try to give him garbage. Give him something not impactful. You don't want to give him economy. You don't want to give him a minion that gives him clear advantage or direction. You want to give him garbage. When it's turn 2 and you have an alley cat and a tabby cat, make sure the tabby cat's on the left and the alley cat's on the right. That way, if you go first, he's probably getting trash. Much better than giving him the extra economy from the full alley cat value. So the minion on your left should always be something not helpful for him. Also, be wary of cleaves. If you're running, say, for example, a full mech board, you've got a nice big taunty mech with Divine Shield, you're not so worried, but you slip in sitting right next to it is Baron Rivendare, and he's picked up a cleave, and now, yes, he slams into your Divine Shield, he doesn't kill it, but the cleave kills the Rivendare, now he's stolen your Baron. So try to be aware of what he could be using and what you could lose if he's using it. It's fine. If it's super late game and he's got a zap and then he steals stuff like that, don't worry about that stuff. I just mean the more mid-game, the start and the beginning of late game when you could be giving him something super valuable. Just be aware of positioning. Overall, Rafaam is a great hero. He's a lot of fun to play. Now, I know I say this a lot, but in this case, Rafaam is the hero I have played the most games with since the launch of the game, and one of my highest win rates. Overall, Rafaam is very consistent and will give you good value. You are going to have off games, your opponents play around you perfectly and feed you garbage the entire time, but more often than not, you're going to get people who either don't pay attention or who just don't have something that they can give you that's not good for you. There's just no good play for them. They're out of luck because they need to hit you in a certain order to get their build to work so they don't lose the game. So Rafaam can be very productive. He's a lot of fun. I really enjoy him. Get in there, have a good time with him. Just remember that often your steals can also give you really good pivots. And it's just very enjoyable when you have a high tempo board, you're doing fine, and all of a sudden you steal the perfect minion to then turn into something. Rafaam's really good at that. In the end, I've attached a link, some gameplay if you'd like to see how I piloted them. Stay tuned, I have more guides on the way. I hope you learned a few things today and had a good time. I know I did. Bye.